Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the job site. As you see behind me, we are back here on our juniper house, and this house now, this is where we're going to be at full time now. The house from the other episode doing the foundation, that is done. The foundation is stopping there, so now we are on this house full time now, and we're going to get this thing built up and finished. So we're looking forward to that. And today we're going to start out with the subfloor. So we're going to be putting our sill seal down. That's some foam, a mud plate, and putting the girders in, our floor joists, and the subfloor, doing that whole process. That's going to be really fun, so we get to do a layout and kind of see where everything's going to go in the house, and kind of do like a virtual kind of fake walkthrough on the house, see where the walls are going to go. So that's going to be fun. It's getting hot out here already, so that's not so fun. But the monsoon rain should be coming tomorrow. That's something else that's not fun for the subfloor. But anyway, guys, I think I've talked enough. It's really quiet out here today, and I think we need to get the tools out and make some noise here and make this sound like a real job site. So let's go ahead, get this foam sill down and get to work. Alright, so this is the foam sill seal. This is the first thing that we, this is the first process. So this is just some regular old foam here. We lay this down on top of the concrete here, and then we put our other piece of wood on top of this. And this is just to make a little barrier just between the wood and the concrete there. Just keep out any kind of drafts or bugs or things like that. That's the main purpose of that. Make the house a little bit more energy efficient. We just run this out, and yeah, pretty simple with this one. We'll get this rolled out, and then we got all of our materials here, and under here, our plate that's going to go on our foundation is this 2x8, so 2x8, and this is going to go on top of our wall here, and this will get bolted down to the foundation, and then our I-joists will sit on top of these ones and be screwed down to that, and this will kind of just be the foundation for the subfloor to sit on top of. But we'll get the foam down, and then we have to move all this stuff, and then we can finally get this put on. So, like I said, back to work. And it is the next day here. Yesterday was a short day, so we're just here a couple hours. But in those couple hours, we got the mud sill down, that mud plate there. It's just a pressure treated 2x8. We got the foam underneath there, like you saw, and got everything bolted down. That was a pretty quick process there. Then we went ahead and got our girders set out. So these ones just sit in the pockets that we made before in the concrete. And yeah, so this is a triple, so it's 3 2x12s nailed together. Well, they're screwed for now, temporary, but we're going to nail them. Really nice. So this is what the joists are going to sit on top of. And yeah, we've got everything level. Right now what we have to do is get the 6x6s and cut them out and put them underneath there to support it. And we can go ahead and start putting the floor on. But yeah, this part we'll do these, and then I'll come back, kind of show you the details on those. Then we can finally start putting the rim board on and the joists, and start putting this floor together. So we went ahead and got these supports in for the girders. This one we're using these 6x6 pressure treated, and pretty simple. We just measure from the bottom up to the top here. Some of these boards are like a little bit crooked, so we got the hand planer kind of playing those down flush. And we don't want these too loose. We have to put shims in there, or too tight that it lifts the board up. So we have to get it just right to barely wedge it in there. And what we did on this one is we just went ahead and put some felt roofing paper underneath it, just to protect the concrete from the pressure treated wood, because the chemicals in the wood can get into the concrete and kind of eat up the concrete. So you don't want that. And how these are attached, just on top here, So we have some screws toe-nailed into there. Some screws that are coated so they can go into the pressure treated wood. And the bottom, there's nothing holding us down to the bottom. It's just going to be holding it down. Is pretty much just friction and gravity. Because when you get this huge house on top of this thing, all that weight's going to be transferred down to this post here, and this thing is not going anywhere. We don't have earthquakes or anything around here, so I don't need to worry about it moving out. And there's going to be so much weight on this. There's no way that thing's gonna move or go anywhere. So yeah, that's how that one is connected. You guys usually have questions about how these are connected, so it's just pretty much friction and gravity. That's all that holds that together, and some screws in the top there to keep that there while we're doing construction on it. So these posts, they're all done here. Like I said, they're all in there. Yeah, so that's all there. We're gonna do a bunch of nails in this right now. We're waiting for the compressor to air up. And after that, we'll go ahead and put the rim boards on and start putting some joists down. So real quickly, we went ahead and got these rim boards on. I didn't show that part because that's it's pretty simple, straightforward. Got these on there. This is it's about 1.25 inch thick OSB that goes on there. These are especially made for the edges of the house here. And we just toe-nail into the side, and then these corners, put it through there. And I wanted to stop here and just take a little second to explain what I did here. So this one, the joist can be running parallel to the wall here. And you guys left a comment last time we were doing these floors that since this board is resting on the edge here and there's 2 inches of foam here, that I should have another rim board in here to put that weight directly on top of the concrete. But what we did different on this one is the foam under here is actually cut at an angle, so it's tapered, so the concrete actually comes out to the edge at a steep angle. So this one here is resting on top of the concrete, and that's transferred the weight down to the rest of the concrete there. So then that way I don't have to put in 2 rim boards to distribute that weight, because this weight is already distributed onto the concrete there. So that's one solution to do, having tapered ICF instead of putting 2 rim boards up there. So that's where we're at on that. Those guys, they'll go ahead and getting those I-joists ready. I'll show that when we get a little closer. I'm going to just double check some measurements and make sure these are going to be cut the right length. And then yeah, I'll get the camera out. We'll get some joists put in and start getting this floor together. And it is the next morning here. It rained last night, nice and cool here, so it's kind of nice to be out here now. But as you see here, we were able to go ahead and get all of the I-joists put down. This is pretty simple process here. I got all these ones down. We haven't nailed this side yet because there's some on this girder there that they're just maybe a little bit high, so we'll have to move them over. Kind of trim down the girder a little bit so they're gonna be flush there. But also what we're doing, since we have a little extra time this week, we're going really like above and beyond to get this nice and level. So we've been getting the laser level out and just going along the edges and then along the middle there where the girders are, just getting everything perfectly level with the laser, because we want to put a lot of quality into this build, and starting with a nice level floor is a good start for a quality build. And we're not going to have any humps or dips in our floor here because it's all going to be laser level, so that's a really nice thing to do. So go ahead, we can get these nailed down. These ones, if you're doing these joists by yourself, maybe on your own house or project, there's really nothing to them. What we're doing, we're just going up, and this thick top flange there, just nailing top, nailing the bottom, and then coming to the inside, and we're just putting a couple nails at an angle in on both sides, and that's kind of holding it down there. So that's what we're doing, just doing that over and over again. But yeah, we're gonna get this rest of this nailed up, get the laser out, get this nice and level, and then get these nailed down to the girders in there, make those girders strong. And then we're gonna start getting our floor, a subfloor, and get that put out here on our deck here. Alright, so we've been working here about 2 hours getting this floor nice and level. There's a couple spots we just had to get the hand planer and kind of plane these girders down so these could sit down a little bit lower. But yeah, this floor is perfectly level now. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is perfect. Probably the best floor I've ever made. I'm proud of us for doing this. Got a level here. Like everything is perfectly level, and definitely the star of the show here has been this hand planer. Let me show you this one. Picked this up last year on a Black Friday deal. So this is just taking off like a 1/16 of an inch, and this will plane the girders down to kind of lower it where we need to, or putting shims up where we need to. So yeah, this floor is just perfect, and I'm real happy with it. But there's still more to do. It's nice out here. The wood is kind of dried off, so we'll go ahead and get the OSB pieces and get those put up there. So let's go ahead and get to work again. Yeah, take a little break here. It's really nice to have a floor to walk on. Really enjoy this part of the build, is when all the hard work comes together and you have a floor to walk on. But we took a little break here because one of the things that we want to think about for in the future is when we're doing the piping here. So we have the house here. We're just going over our plans here. Let me get you turned around so you can see what I'm looking at. So this is how the house is situated right now. I'm saying probably like right there in the laundry room, but we measured out up here to where the toilet is going to go, because we don't want to have the toilet, the pipe for that, right in the middle of one of these joists. And if it was, then we're going to cut the joist out and put blocks around it so there's a nice hole for the toilet to go through and the drain there. But that toilet, it's going to be about right in there. It's going to end up being right between the joists there, so that's going to be perfect. And then kind of on the same thing, so let's see where I'm at. Toilet's right there, and then the bathtub drain is going to be right about there next to this one, so that's going to turn out perfect there. We're not going to have to cut the joists out, or the plumber's not going to. And yeah, so that's just kind of one of the things we stopped to do, just take measurements, make sure that something in the future isn't going to be in the way and make more work for us for later. And putting this floor up here, just like any floor or roof, we're just putting the full 8-foot piece down, and then the next to it, putting a 4-foot piece, so then our seams aren't lining up here, so our seams are going to be staggered. And our joints in here, they want like about an 1/8 of an inch, so that's kind of what we're leaving. And since it's going to be raining later on, we're going to try to get some of like the water sealer and just put it in some of our joints here, just so the water doesn't go under there and kind of separate at the joints there on the ends. Maybe it'll work, maybe not, but if it doesn't, then when the house is dried in, we come back with the belt sander and we'll just like clean up the seams there and the joints, so nothing's sticking up. But anyways, took a break there for the measurements. Now back to work. Let's get the rest of this floor covered up. Alright, so it's been a few hours. We're able to get this subfloor totally complete here, and didn't film the end of it because the camera battery died, but I guess I kind of, you get the point of it, of what it's doing, what we're doing. But after we got it done, we went and put some water sealer in our cracks here. I don't know if it needs it, but it seems like every year our edges always fold up in the rain and water. So little experiment, just putting some water sealer in there, and the glue that we're using it wasn't the normal stuff in like the caulk tube. This stuff is a expanding foam, kind of. It's a subfloor adhesive, but it's expanding foam. I guess there's a lot of glue in there, but that worked really well. Instead of using 12 tubes of glue, we used 2 cans of adhesive. And yeah, everything looks pretty good here. After we did the subfloor, took a little break here, kind of show you what we did. We got our concrete here. This is for the garage. We just put our pad down. This is already drying. I came back here, just spraying things down with water, just to keep this pad nice and cool. so it's not going to dry unevenly and get a lot of little cracks in it. It'll crack eventually, but it's not cracking today. So, like you see here, subfloor is complete. And next video, we're going to be going ahead and doing the layout and then finally putting up our walls. So I thought I'd give you a little close-up of what this subfloor adhesive is. This is a sill spray foam subfloor construction adhesive. They didn't sponsor the video or send this to me. I just found this and wanted to try a new product. And yeah, so far I like it. This package, it came in like a kit, so it has 12 cans, the nozzle to screw on the top there and spray that out, and then it came with a nozzle cleaner. So yeah, I mean, so far it looks like some good stuff. Definitely dries very quickly, and a lot goes, a little bit goes a long way. So that's just a little view of what this is. Alright guys, well, for the subfloor, that is completely done. That's what I wanted this episode to be about, and it is, and that's done. I'm really happy with the way it came out, and I'm really glad that we took the extra time, got the laser out, and got that super laser level. I'm really happy about that. That's going to make it easier in the future for that, putting the walls up and doing like finish work, have the floors nice and straight and level. That's going to be really nice, no humps in there. But I'm really proud of that work there. And then also we had a little bit of time to get the concrete pad done for the garage. So yeah, that came out perfect. No cracks in there, came out super smooth. Really happy with that job there. And this week it's just been really great and made a lot of progress. So like I said before, next episode we're going to be framing walls. Our materials are going to be delivered on Monday. We're going to do our layout and then start putting walls together and putting walls up. And this will be a fun one because it's going to be a 2-story house. So looking forward to that. And guys, thank you so much for watching the videos, all your comments and support. Really appreciate that. And thanks for watching, and I will see you right back here next weekend.